Lane started innocently enough. My partner and I had just moved into our dream home, a quaint little cottage nestled in the woods. But as the days passed, strange things began to happen. I would wake in the dead of night to the sound of whispers, faint but unmistakable. At first, I dismissed them as figments of my imagination, but they grew louder, more insistent, until they felt like a tangible presence in the room. My partner didn't hear them, or maybe they just didn't want to admit it. But I knew something was wrong. Then came the shadows, twisting, shifting shapes that danced along the walls when no one was looking. I tried to capture them on camera, but they always eluded me, disappearing as soon as I raised my phone. I felt like I was losing my mind, consumed by a growing sense of dread that I couldn't shake. And then one night I saw her, a spectral figure standing at the foot of our bed, her eyes burning with an otherworldly light. She whispered my name, and I knew in that moment that she was not of this world. We fled that house the next day, leaving behind our dreams and our sanity, forever haunted by the whispers in the dark. It started with a photograph, a faded old picture tucked away in the attic of my childhood home. In it, a group of children smiled back at the camera, their faces frozen in time. I didn't recognize any of them, but something about the image drew me in, stirring memories long forgotten. As I gazed at the photograph, I felt a chill run down my spine, as if the children were watching me, waiting for me to remember. That's when the dreams began, vivid, haunting nightmares that left me gasping for breath in the dead of night. I saw faces in the darkness, whispering secrets that I couldn't comprehend. And then, one by one, the children from the photograph started to appear, their ghostly forms flickering in and out of existence. They beckoned to me, pleading for help, but I didn't know how to save them. Desperate for answers, I delved into the history of the house, uncovering a dark secret buried deep within its walls. Decades ago, a tragedy had occurred. A group of children had vanished without a trace, their fate unknown. And now their restless spirits roamed the halls, trapped between worlds, searching for closure. I knew then that I had to help them, to free them from their eternal torment. But in doing so, I risked becoming trapped in their nightmare forever. I always knew there was something off about Hollow Hill, a desolate, abandoned mansion perched on the edge of town. Rumors swirled about its dark past, a place where unspeakable horrors had occurred, where the veil between the living and the dead was thin. But I never believed the stories, not until I stepped foot inside its decaying walls. From the moment I crossed the threshold, I felt it, a palpable sense of unease that clung to the air like a shroud. Shadows danced along the corridors, whispering secrets that I couldn't decipher. And then I heard her voice, a soft, melodic sound that echoed through the empty halls. She called to me, drawing me deeper into the heart of the house, until I found myself standing before a lock. With trembling hands, I turned the key, unleashing a darkness that I could never have imagined. The room beyond was bathed in an ethereal light, casting long, twisted shadows across the walls, and there, in the center of the room, stood a figure, a woman cloaked in white, her eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. She spoke of pain and loss, of a life cut short by tragedy, and I knew then that she was a ghost, a restless spirit trapped in the endless cycle of despair. I fled that house that night, vowing never to return. But her voice still haunts me, whispering in the darkness, a constant reminder of the horrors that lurk within Hollow Hill. And I fear that one day she will find me again, dragging me back into her world of shadows and sorrow. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out on our latest horror and scary videos.